So, good afternoon, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I extend a very warm welcome to all of you joining us today. And in particular, a special welcome to Mr. Suresh, the Director of Finance at AMW Capital Leasing and Finance PLC. So we are truly honored by your presence here, your leadership in steering AMWCL's financial strategy during one of the most challenging economic periods in recent history has been both inspiring and impactful. So under your financial stewardship, AMWCL has not only weathered macroeconomics headwinds, but has also demonstrated remarkable resilience, integrity, and strategic foresight. So I would like to say today's session is a deep dive into the strategic journey of AWCL, a journey marked by prudent decision-making, bold yet calculated moves, and an unwavering commitment to stakeholders' value, which is the most important thing. So as we unpack the strategic direction, financial performance, and organizational culture of the company, so it's only fitting that we acknowledge the finance function's critical role in enabling sustaining these achievements. So your presence here is not just a privilege, it is also a valuable learning opportunity for all of us.
Thank you.
We hope to gain further insight from your experience, which is your perspective and expertise as we explore the transformation story of AMWCL. So once again, Mr. Suresh, welcome and thank you for joining us today. So I think we can straight away let's begin into the questions.
Yeah.
All right. So to start with, can you tell us what this presentation is about?
So basically today we are going to discuss about the strategic vision, mission, and the strategic direction of our company, and the strategies that we took over during the pandemic and after pandemic and the economic crisis in Sri Lanka. So we will just discuss in nutshell what we have done over last 2014 to 2024 and how we recover our financials from 2023-24 financial crisis. So I'm happy to answer any of the questions that you have with you.
All right, great. So to directly go into the question, so what sets AMW Capital Leasing and Finance apart at a foundation level? Yes. That would be the first question.
The vision is to be the most trusted and admired NBA in Sri Lanka. So our mission centers on empowering mobility and financial inclusion through responsible finance. Our core values such as respect, integrity, collaboration, and excellence are embedded in our strategic vision. These are the core pillars that we focus on our vision statement and the mission statement.
Okay, great. So I think that is slide number 2, I believe that. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So the strategic directions are focus areas being financial resilience, innovation and digitization, lean management, human capital development, prudent lending, governance, and sustainability. Right, great. So my next question is, what strategic pillars guide AMWCL's decision?
If you look at our company, our strategic decision is built in 6 key focus areas, which you mentioned. One is financial resilience, innovation, digitalization, lean management, human capital development, and so on. governance, and stability. These ensure balances between profitability, sustainability, and customer value. These are the three pillars that we connect to our strategic direction to ensure we are retaining our profitability and stakeholder value.
Okay. Then moving on to the next question, how has the external and internal environment shaped the company's strategies?
Yeah, one of the key things externally was the IMF-backed reform, easing inflation and vehicle import constraints. So after the financial restructure of Sri Lanka, that has helped us. Internally, lending was freeze from 2022 to 2023, mainly because of the pandemic. After pandemic, there had been a financial crisis in Sri Lanka. So these two were the major two internal and external environment which is affecting us. Our strength has been high capital adequacy, and we were very much focused on recovery of the culture. Our culture in the organization is mainly focusing on recovery. The weakness was we are sectoral dependence. For example, we were just leasing only to the two-wheelers and the small value cars. So that had been our weakness right through. Yeah.
Okay. All right. A lot of insights already. So what are the MWCL's core strength in terms of resources during your tenure, during your focus? I mean, mainly your focus area has been. So that will be my fifth question to you, because we have time constraints also is something that we need to take into factor. So I'm going to move into the questions real fast. So what are the MWCL's core strengths in terms of resources, Mr. Suresh?
See, basically, we operate 30 branches across the country. Second is our human capital was engaged and trained very well. So we were mainly on case and oriented, where value is created. We work on Six Sigma principles on lean management. On the technology side, we have a very good ERP system to balance the business.
All right. How has the company performed post-lending recommencement?
Yeah, so if you look at our loan book, which is grew 34% in 2024, post-lending recommencement. So that is one of the evidence that we started back in the business again.
Okay. Now, since the pandemic, I mean, it's nothing but challenges. I mean, economic challenges, economic crisis, I mean, name it, so many challenges. So what is AMW's CL's capital and leasing's competitive strategy in a challenging market? How have you been able to manage that?
See, if you look at our core strategy is to become more cost leadership and a prudent cash flow lending. And the third thing is pre-owned vehicle leasing, because a lot of middle income people would love to have a medium level of financing, so we support them. So the second thing is lean operation, where we keep our cost much as low as possible to ensure that we become very competitive in the market. Finally, we have AI-driven recovery management to ensure that the loans are recovered on time, and we support the customers well in advance, giving notification of the loan recovery.
I believe there's a lot of emphasis that's been given to, especially on the AI-driven platforms.
Of course, yes. AI become common and novel tool. Now we have been more focused on that.
All right, great. So how has the timing has impacted these strategy executions? I mean, you think you got the timing right, or was it early, or was it late, or do you think that you have to find your own time based on certain government policies, regulations changing? The external dynamics has been consistently been changing. So as we speak, we have the situations in the Middle East that has a direct impact on us. So can you explain how timing has impacted your strategy executions or MWC's strategy execution?
Yeah, basically the lending was freeze in 2022 to 23. Now it's freed up. So now we started lending more. Okay, so we have resumed lending to the target market. We focus on high yield and fast moving segment. So especially if you look at three-wheelers, we charge at least 17 to 18% interest, where in cars we charge only 10 to 12% interest. On coming back to the strategic action, we always monitor what is happening around the market. Now today, if you look at what is happening over Gulf, we have a weekly risk management team that will trigger us what to do on the strategic decision. So we are very much focused on what is happening in the market in order to take strategic action and to time it very well.
Okay, so with all these changes that's happening, is the AMWCL's culture supporting to change its strategy? How is the culture of AMWCL?
I believe we have a very good, strong culture among the staff. So if you look at our engagement score last year, it was 86%. So which shows people are very happy about the organization, and we have set up a strong culture within the organization. If you look at the programs, the salary adjustments, case and outbound training, we have completely spent a lot of money on training the people. And also we always focus on value-led culture, supporting innovation and discipline. So over the time, we have really built our team, and this is a very strong culture that I believe in our organization.
Great. I think that's moved on. People, resources, the culture is more important. All right. Moving on to the last question, Mr. Suresh. Which is, can you tell us the recent financials, based on the recent financials, the progress of AMWCLs?
So if you look at our financial profit before tax, we reached 170 million, which is very significant improvement since last year compared to even previous year. 234% increase is very phenomenal. And if you look at our loan portfolio, it's also grown up by 34%. Capital adequacy, we have 40% covered. So if you look at our NPS, basically non-performing loans reduced to almost 12% from 25%. Basically, we have cut down the non-performing to 50%. So I think this is a great achievement over last year.
I mean, certainly. I mean, looking at these numbers, it's certainly it's great achievement.
Yeah.
So I think that brings to an end the questions that I had for you, Mr. Suresh. So thank you very much. I'm grateful to you for sharing with us your knowledge to give us insight into the strategic journey of AMW Capital Leasing and Finance. And I look forward to talking to you again in the future on a similar subject. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. So we are being a public company. We are always prepared and ready to answer any public questions. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Back with pride at our 65 years, we strengthen our resolve to speed up our drive for excellence in the decades ahead. We will continue our customer-centric culture with our workshops, service centers, and roadside assistance facilities. Constant innovation, expansion, and state-of-the-art technology will fuel every decision we make in taking AMW forward. AMW, keeping the wheels of Sri Lanka moving.